president gets the Coronas. Did he get the regular or the light? Did he add a lime? Did he find his beach? How will this affect his campaign efforts? What is the scenario if he doesn't pull out of this? The time is now to get registered to vote. How is voting for a third party a bad thing? Why is a vote for a third party like voting for the other party? We'll talk about that logic. What is it going to take to break the two-party system? We'll discuss that along with the fallout that's following the president's announcement that he has the COVID and the propaganda and how it's spinning it. How long after the election are we going to put up with this nonsense? Then, week 4, the winners and the losers of the Fantasy League. Will I win any games this year? And what happened to the Chuckster? Has the OTA commish quit? Will he be here to answer for his lackluster performance so far? The player to be named later is at the helm. Mad Mike is here, along with the Sky Marshal Leland Freeman. Strap in, folks, and don't forget your mask. It's almost Halloween. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Radio Man Cave, and you are now on the air.
All right, well, we were going to watch the president, but the flamethrower's running on only 3 CPUs, so that's how that goes. You're probably not going to hear it in your head, so don't shake your head. Don't do that. Don't yell corrections. Don't yell any of that stuff, okay? He's got it under control.
Yeah, because I have no idea.
I'm looking at it. I can hear myself.
What's going on here, but
I can see all the bars on there. Everything's fine.
yeah, everything's good. It's just that for some reason when he talks, like we can't hear it out of the mic. There.
I don't know why, and I don't care. You can turn my mic up though a little bit.
I mean, it's up.
Second one, all the way at the top. There you go.
It's a little bit better.
All right. Well, the president's out of the hospital. He's back at the White House. He got the Ronus. And we were trying to play the video that he sent out. You might have to maybe recycle it. That's on the same channel as that we're broadcasting off of, right? For Kick-Ass?
What is?
The YouTube channel?
No, I pulled it. You said it was on Twitter, so I pulled it up on Twitter.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Twitter.
And it's really...
There it is. All right. Yeah, run it, because I want to listen to our commander-in-chief. Here's the president. As soon as we pull it up, and then we'll talk about his Ronus. You got the Ronus.
Okay. I'm trying to. It wasn't grainy earlier, but it's going to be all.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's a little bit better.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That doesn't matter.
He still looks like an orange blob, so that's cool.
Cares. Here's our president.
I just left Walter Reed Medical Center, and it's really something very special. The doctors, the nurses, the first responders, and I learned so much about coronavirus. And one thing that's for certain, don't let it dominate you. Don't be afraid of it. You're going to beat it. We have the best medicines, all developed recently, and you're going to beat it. I didn't feel so good. And 2 days ago, I could have left 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I felt great, like better than I have in a long time. I said just recently, better than 20 years ago. Don't let it dominate. Don't let it take over your lives. Don't let that happen. We have the greatest country in the world. We're going back. We're going back to work. We're going to be out front. As your leader, I had to do that. I knew there's danger to it, but I had to do it. I stood out front. I led. Nobody that's a leader would not do what I did. And I know there's a risk, there's a danger, but that's okay. and now I'm better, and maybe I'm immune. I don't know. But don't let it dominate your lives. Get out there, be careful. We have the best medicines in the world, and it all happened very shortly, and they're all getting approved, and the vaccines are coming momentarily. Thank you very much. And Walter Reed, what a group of people. Thank you very much.
All right.
There you go.
That is our Presidente back out of the Walter Reed Hospital, and he's alive. What do you think about that, Mike?
Well, he probably got like a super cocktail of the best, you know.
Of the best things going everywhere.
They're like, we give you some Sprite
Spray.
and some
Dayquil.
menudo
We
and some beaks.
put a little cayenne in the menudo
And then-
and clear out your
A little bit of
nose.
bleach.
And then you had the
Then you got the
tacker
Faber-
drink.
We cracked the egg.
Then you got the Fabuloso to clean out the room.
Yeah, basically. It's like,
Hell yeah, fabulous stuff.
That's the best stuff ever, man.
yeah, like, that was.
I
so
tell you what, I
horrible.
bought a bottle of that for my car because when I Uber drive, you know, people. I got tired of people asking me, "Did you disinfect your car when you get?"
So you just spray
I
fabulous.
got
sprayed
that.
'em.
I got that Fabuloso.
Did you get the Mister?
Got the Mister? Yeah.
And it's like, yep.
That'd be awesome.
Well, it's a squirt, but it's like a 409 bottle
It's so good. Billy Mays' Ghost came back from the dead to promote it.
to promote it. I tell you, Fabuloso, that is like the best ever thing.
What is? It's like the Dave still know what it is. It's like whole ass pieces of vegetables, and it's like chicken soup. Chicken. It's like a Hispanic soup. It's not menudo. It's the other one. I can't remember what it's called. I think it starts with a C, but it's caldo.
Oh, yeah, well,
That stuff will clear you up.
It just means soup.
Oh shit!
Just have a lot of garlic.
Right?
It just means soup.
Worst Hispanic ever. I'm working on it.
Ever.
Buenos nachos.
No, I'm like.
I mean, but is Puerto Rico really?
I
I mean,
mean,
do they
yeah.
speak- do they speak English over there?
Not really.
Randy
They all
Fry
looked at
says
me like I'm an
hello.
asshole.
Yeah, there you go. So there they are.
Well, actually, they looked at Patrick like he's an asshole because he was trying to talk Spanish
Yeah,
in that weird
Do you know any
Telemundo accent that he was.
Yeah. So here we are today. We got
Not
player to
Mike
be named
Pence.
later over
Sir
there,
President.
driving the boat. To my right, Mad Mike, our pew pew expert.
I was gonna say if Mad Mike, and Leland, if you guys can scoot down there a little bit, we can get Nicole up in here.
And then Nicole's back in fluorescent.
Why he keeps sitting over there? I was like,
In fluorescent.
sitting over there.
There you go. There you go. Keep it.
Oh my god.
Keep moving, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Slide
Elephant
down
walk it.
there.
Let's go. There you go. Hey.
Slide down there.
Look at that.
One big happy
All right, guys.
little sandwich.
The guy that like came
All right,
We're one sandwich.
If the three of you guys can look to your left and wait for the flash, and then look to your right and then wait for the flash. Yeah.
That's murderer's row right there, man. Holy cow.
You know, I'm like,
That is some.
I was still kind of upset. to be
Why
honest
were you?
with
Why are you upset?
Well, you know, I tried to get you up so you could drive down there and get it, and I'd pay for it.
No, well, I mean,
Yeah, the deal, as I recall it, was
I
that
know,
he
but
would
I
pay
didn't-
for. Hold on. Look at him.
Okay,
pay
go ahead.
for it.
Go ahead.
That you would pay for it, but the
Annually.
terms I don't believe were ever defined as you being the one that has to go
Oh, no,
get it.
no, that was part of the terms
So,
and conditions. There was
ah.
terms and conditions that apply.
Well, here's the deal.
I don't know.
Read the end user agreement.
Here's the deal. I was on my way out the door, and I was browbeat into why don't you just have Mike go get it? That way you're not late for the show because the line could be long,
no, I was
and
asleep.
he could go ahead and. I know that's why I tried to wake you up 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. No. I was
Yeah, I
sleeping.
know that's not going to happen.
No,
I
what
know
I-
that
that's-
now.
that's
I know
not
that.
what
now.
Hey, guys,
upset
I
about this.
have a.
save you from him buying the burger 2 hours ago, have it sit in the fridge. Then you would have had to microwave it, which would have been.
He wouldn't have mind that.
Yeah, I would have been cool with that. I honestly
He would've
would
ate
have
it cold.
preferred it colder.
Yeah, Mike doesn't care much about what he puts
Actually,
into his
I have
body or the condition that he puts it in his body.
Now that the time has passed and we're at this bridge, the whole reason why I convinced you and not to going was because I didn't want to have to move my car. So
The plot thickens.
yeah. Not only am I a logistical expert, I am also
That's not what I'm
quite
mad about.
clandestine.
Hold on. What are you mad about, Mike?
We don't have President Pence.
Don't
No,
do
we
it.
don't want. We don't want.
We don't wanna go there.
It would have been so
We don't want to
good.
go there. We'll
I was expecting to shitpost so hard.
I was looking forward to this
I
shit
was-
post.
Violation.
I
Keep
was
saying that.
going to
The shit
post
posting.
the best Mike Pence memes ever because
You mean race banning?
race band memes.
Bannon.
As in,
I
like, every
wish Mike
time-
Pence was as cool as Brace Bannon. That would have
Yeah.
been.
I think he is as cool as race banner. We never hear him speak or say anything. So
Yeah, I mean, because he's out fighting the gays every day.
why are you doing this,
We're gonna
man?
get first and serve.
Have you not seen the
gay.
Mike Pence memes?
The gay.
That's literally.
I mean, that is true though.
Gay. See what I'm in the middle of this? See what I'm in the middle of?
that is the Mike Pence meme like basis
Yeah,
right
nobody-
there.
I have a
No,
Antifa
no.
Proud Boys fight just here in the studio.
I don't think
was
yeah,
amazing.
Davis doesn't identify with the Proud
I'm gonna
Boys.
switch seats with you, and we'll.
If
so I don't get in the middle of this. I don't end up like
if
David
anybody
Letterman,
has any complaints, it's madmike@gmail.com.
Yeah, Leland's just going to stand back and stand by. So
I keep my hands clean about this.
I'm also upset that Biden didn't get it either. Like,
Yeah, they were on the same station.
I'm really upset that both. Yeah,
Well, here, let's talk about this before we get too far down that road, and just let everybody know. Watch when you're kicking my wires here.
You're kicking the wires.
This show is not has never been and will not be an echo chamber for any one particular ideology. So everything we're saying is jokes.
no matter how hard. I try.
Entertainment and amusement all night.
We're not. We're here to entertain, and if you have an opinion other than ours, you're free to have it, and we support you that you have that different opinion. Everybody is welcome on the show, and we will talk about everybody equally. So, Boat Boy already has a complaint. I don't know
What you got, Bo Boy?
what you got, Boat Boy. While we're waiting for him to complain, there are some conspiracy theories flying around, and we have our token mega guy here in the studio to kind of. You are gonna answer for El Presidente,
See.
okay?
Well, he couldn't for the last few weeks. He couldn't actually make a solid argument as to why he was supporting Trump, so he doubled down and wore his hat.
So maybe that's giving.
It's
Maybe
the
that's good.
magic MAGA hat. That is the official.
Turn your mic
campaign.
on.
It is. Oh.
Oh, is it?
It is the official magic MAGA hat from the campaign made in the United States. All right.
So here are the conspiracy theories floating around. Conspiracy number one that we will discuss
one
is that Trump didn't get sick at all. That he faked this to try to boost his numbers in the polls. That's why he recovered so fast, being he's over 70 years old and medically, like me, obese.
You're getting there,
73
buddy.
years old,
I know,
or
I'm
is he,
losing,
or is he
right?
74
Still
years
got these
old?
moobs on.
And he is
Anyway.
powered by Big Macs. That is categorically false because there's no way Walter Reed Hospital will go along with this conspiracy. And I've heard that. I've heard it from Michael Moore, and I've heard it from the Democrats where he's using this as the excuse to get out of the debates. Let me tell you something. He enjoys the debates. He's going to be at the next debate.
Can you call
This
those
is
a debate,
killing
though?
him
Can you call him a debate?
as
though?
a pun that he can't go out on his rallies. He actually had to cancel, was it 3 rallies so far this weekend that were already on the books? And he's not going to be able to go out on the rallies at least until probably sometime next week. So he had it. He did have a reduction in oxygen concentration in his blood. It was down to 94%. He had to go on supplemental oxygen. He was transported to Walter Reed Hospital as a precaution. He received a massive cocktail, which included remdesivir And the reason why he didn't use hydroxychloroquine is apparently you can't use remdesivir and hydroxychloroquine at the same time because it reduces the effectiveness of remdesivir. Zinc, vitamin D, antibiotics, and this experimental. Could somebody look up this experimental drug, which is an artificial antibody, which is to me is a little bit scary that you're injecting some sort of experimental treatment into a sitting president, but it's supposed to be a lab-grown antibody which is supposed to attack the COVID-19 virus. The fact that this treatment seemed very effective, the fact that his fever went away after a day of the treatment, the fact that you could tell his orangeness came back, so he became the orange man again, his hoarseness came back, his energy came back.
Is he naturally orange?
Yeah, even Don Jr. makes fun of the fact that he's the orange man, his own son.
He's naturally orange.
He's naturally orange.
What makes him naturally orange?
I have
hold
no
on.
idea.
So does his natural orangeness end at the outside of his orbital parts of his face? and
his
did the
ears.
COVID change his orangeness when he posted from inside the hospital where he wasn't orange?
He was not orange inside the hospital, and he was not orange inside the White House before he went to the hospital. The other interesting takeaway from this is if you look at the likes he received when he posted, yes, he was diagnosed positive with COVID. 1.8 million likes on the first post, and then a couple posts later, which ended in love, it was over 1 million likes again. Up to that point, he was maybe getting 150,000 likes. So that basically kind of says there is a bit of a silent majority going on here.
So
150,000
the
likes?
conspiracy is that he wasn't sick at all.
I don't think that's a true conspiracy.
You don't think that's a true conspiracy?
No, not
okay.
at all.
The next conspiracy is that he knew he had COVID and still went on with the presidential debate and infected his entire staff and the Secret Service.
I don't think
on purpose.
That's negative as well. The only report that I've seen, which I can't confirm, is that he had a preliminary COVID test come back positive earlier in the day last Thursday, well after the debate and well after the rally after that debate. Now, there's several theories about when he actually did get sick. There's a theory that he got sick at the press conference in the Rose Garden, where
he was announcing his nominee, right?
Yeah, there's another theory that he got sick actually at the debate himself from one of the stagehands. It probably is the earlier one, not at the Cleveland Clinic where the debate took place, which is kind of a suspect in itself, and I guess that's one of your conspiracy theories. But it probably is possible that he did get infected at the Rose Garden. Now, the interesting thing there is that supposedly there was a policy in place where they were checking everyone's temperature, which really doesn't mean anything because the incubation period for this thing is 10 days. So during the incubation period, you could be asymptomatic and you'd be fine. He could have gotten it at one of his rallies. They were trying to blame that it was close contact without face masks that caused it.
So he basically recovered from this thing in like 5 days.
Less than 5 days, because he was effectively getting treatments Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then today. So 4 days.
So
and
he's back at the White House now, right?
Yes, he went back.
So how come we haven't heard anything about Melania?
Yeah, how's she done?
She's doing much better because she's younger. She's just stayed at the White House.
And she's like, what, 27?
No, I think she's in her 40s at this point.
27 with a 10-year-old
So
kid.
my question is, because you're the
Ouch.
orangeness expert, where does it end and where does it begin? Like,
For me, I have hair here and a little bit of hair here, and then nothing but hair here. But like I don't have hair anywhere else in my body. Is it kind of the same?
I mean, my question is, does he have like orange cheeks? And
yes, because you can see.
Yeah, dude, tell me about his cheeks.
As in like butt cheeks.
He's got input on this here. Go ahead.
I believe it begins at the liver from alcoholism, and then it spreads slowly across the body.
That makes your turns yellow, though.
And now, because you notice his eyes are a little yellow as well.
He doesn't drink.
So he has a little bit of jaundice going on.
Let me put that to bed real quick.
I know him personally.
Donald Trump
All right.
Sr. does not drink because of what happened to his brother Fred. His brother Fred was an airline pilot, and he had an alcohol, and then was an alcoholic, and he actually died of alcoholism. So Donald Trump Sr. is a teetotaler, and he has not had anything to drink at least since Fred died, which was about 40 years ago. So
Okay, so that's
so I'll put that to rest right there.
So it's debunked that he faked it.
Yes.
Even though he's back in action in 3 or 4 days, and the rest of the nation is forced to quarantine for 14 days. After, I had a family member that got it, tested positive, and she basically out of work for what, 5 weeks?
Right,
3 weeks.
But your family member
3 weeks?
wasn't getting all this very
And most
frontline-
medical
care.
with
And of
that,
course, my family member is not the president of the United States. Let's
Right,
put that
he's-
out there.
Yeah.
nor does she take things seriously and just like handles them. It was like a whole week later until she went and got her test, and then like by that point she was already over it, and then it took like what's called
Yeah, that's back
another
when the
week
test-
to get it back, the test results back, and then by that point. She's like, all right, well, I guess I have to quarantine for 4 weeks. I was like, well, it has to be 2 weeks. I was like, well, it's been
when
3.
you thought you had it, and when I thought I had it, so when you thought you had it in February, when I thought I had it last November, before we knew what we were dealing with, we just thought we had a bad cold, and we just let our immune systems ourselves fight it, and it took several weeks for both of us. And
No, man, honestly, because I
It-
would have
it
got
got-
it, and
it got-
Kelsey would have got it, and Davis would have got it, and my entire crew would have got it, and we all would have had it already, and Vicky wouldn't have got
the
it.
thing
So,
is that most people it's asymptomatic.
but that doesn't mean that you're not contagious.
We didn't know what we were dealing with back then.
And-
So
well,
it just changes. It's like, oh, now that we know,
well,
it's different.
The truth be told, we weren't running the show back then either.
That is
It
true.
was at the beginning of it. That
It was like
I started-
February. We didn't come back until
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like
June.
I'm an Uber driver, so I'm out. I've had over 900 people in my car through this whole thing, and I drove through it. I didn't take any time off. I couldn't take any time off. I didn't get any of the fund money from the government. But when I think I had it, it felt to me like it was a real bad case of cedar fever. And it knocked me off my feet for about 3 days. I didn't drive. I just stayed home and took Alka-Seltzer and sat in front of the TV set. And then when I felt better, I just went back to work.
Well, at the beginning of this whole thing, it was when cedar fever was at its height. So
Yeah.
a lot of people were freaking out because everybody was sniffling and coughing, and there was like pollen all in the air. And spring was like, you live in Austin. Spring is just getting, there's no, it's all just a pulmonary like splash zone. You're just in it all the time.
Yeah, so I mean,
So everybody,
and then I tested. I had to do a news story and get footage for a free testing site. So while I was there, I just went ahead and got tested, and it came back negative. So, and that was after I had all those people through my car.
See, for me, I never knew I had it until, I thought I had it back in November. And I'll tell you how that was, but I didn't know I actually had it until my significant other got it. Well, she thought she got it. She ended up getting strep, but we all had the test. And they were like, hey, you had COVID at one point, but it's not active anymore. I was like, okay. The only time I could think of those was in October when I was still in Pittsburgh. I was walking up my stairs on one of my rental properties, and I just completely collapsed. I already thought I had pneumonia because I was coughing. I felt like I was literally cement in my chest. But then I collapsed, and my partner at the time looked at me. He went, "No, we're going to the hospital, man. Like you're not."
This was November of last year.
This was October of last year.
October of last year.
Yeah, mind you, we live in Pittsburgh, where we were living
That's
right.
a port city.
Yeah, it's a port city. There's many of people are coming in. Many people are going out. It's a high in port city for foreign exchange programs. And I hit it, and I spent, I think it was 10 days in the hospital. And they hooked me up to IV because I was dehydrated. I had low sugar levels. And literally the doctor came back after the x-rays and everything. He said, so, you know how normally, you got fluids in your lungs whenever you have pneumonia? I'm like, yeah, I get it every year. It's normal. This is not that. This is you have basically a cave inside of your lungs. It is like rock candy inside of your lungs right now. And we have to figure a way to soften that rock candy.
So how'd they do it?
They ended up forcing fluids in my lungs more than what was already there to soften it up and literally have to drain me while I was there to continuously get it out.
So you think that was COVID?
Yeah, I think that was COVID.
Did you have cottonmouth during the whole process?
Oh, yeah, the entire
See, I
process.
had cottonmouth too. That was the thing. Back in November, it was like the first.
I didn't know that was one of the.
Yeah, mine was horrible, but I was already susceptible because at the time I already had pneumonia.
All right, back on President Trump.
All right.
There seems. Go ahead.
Conspiracy
Go
theory
ahead.
number 3.
So hold on. I want to touch. I'm sorry. I know this is kind of derailing this, but I want to. Do you really believe that Trump is orange? Like his skin is just naturally orange?
I mean,
Even his son Donald Trump Jr. jokes about
Are
the
you
orange
fucking
man.
kidding me? You really believe that? Like that he doesn't go get tans and shit?
that is a spray on tan.
That's just
That is literally
Come on,
because
man,
you
really?
can see where they
Leland.
put the cups over his
Leland,
eyes.
come on, man.
who
You
cares
can-
You
if
can
it's a
talk
spray
shit on the
tan or
guy.
if he's naturally
He's not
orange.
gonna like, Leland. I heard that you were talking bad about me, and I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Like he's not.
That's not even close. It's
You
a
can
clearly.
tell him.
I hear
That's-
you're- I hear-
that's Trump being
you're
upset.
talking really, really bad about me. It's just a huge problem. It's just a huge problem. It's like, no, I like you, Mr. President. Okay, it's like you're fired.
I just imagined like
What if he has human herpes virus 4?
what, dude? I just
Well,
imagined
you don't
it was
see
like
me
Jojo
wanting to have
Rabbit.
relations with the guy, so
Judge,
you don't see me wanting. You don't see me want to French the president now, do you?
Maybe. I paid good money for that.
I just.
hey
I,
there, Leland.
It is.
Hey Adolf Trump.
It is kind of. It
did I
is
get
kind of
myself
funny that
into?
you believe
I
that.
got 200. How much you got to pay on that? See that?
200,000.
$200.
200,000.
It is kind of funny that you actually think that's his natural skin color.
Come on, man. Come on.
When you can
really?
see the cups where they put over his eyes when they spray him.
What if he has adult jaundice?
Jaundice is yellow, not orange.
Whatever, man.
I don't think
Orange,
the question
yellow.
Is, if he's orange, it's how does he become orange?
We have something else that I want to.
Or
bounce
Epstein
off our-
Barr
I
virus.
wanna-
That's pretty.
Conspiracy theory number 3.
So there seems to be, especially on social media, where people park and don't do any research, a theory that after the election results, that Donald Trump will not accept them if he loses and stay in power fighting his removal from the White House. Do you think that will happen as an avid Trump supporter? Will he have to be physically removed by force through a civil war?
I think the election definitely is going to be contested, and I think this is going to go potentially past the end of his first term. That's a very interesting question, and I think it could be plausible, potentially.
So you think Trump
So-
could forcibly stay in power? You believe that could happen as a Trump supporter?
I mean, I could see that happen for sure.
You can see it for sure.
For sure.
When you lean that way, you lean on a camera, and no
Oh,
one can
my
see
bad.
you.
I could for sure see it happen because there's one
Okay,
or two
hold
ways.
on.
Hold on. I want to hear Leland's because I have a follow up question. And then we...
Oh, hold on. Go ahead, Leland.
let him finish.
There's two
Oh, no,
ways I can
really?
see this happening. I can see, even though he's backed out of a lot of the foreign wars right now, well, not really war, but say what, occupation.
Just like moves them around and be
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm doing stuff.
He's kind of like shuffled it a bit.
Yeah.
He can decide, even though he's only shuffled and really hasn't done anything out there, decide that immediately he wants to try to declare war out there, which that will push him to a standing as a president if he does declare war.
Which would probably be against China.
What, China, or if he does it to the Middle East where we're already occupying.
He's not going to do it to the Middle East because he's actually trying to make peace in the Middle East. It would be China.
But no matter what, he
It
could
would- it
he
would
could
be
do that, or let's go with the typical
So hold
Trump.
on. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. We're talking about the results of the election, and will Trump forcibly stay in power as president if he doesn't agree with the
Well,
results?
what he's trying to say is he's trying to make himself into a wartime president where you couldn't do a peaceful transition for the stability of the country. That's the argument. That,
Okay, do
that
you
Nicole's making.
understand? Hold on.
Been at war for like 20
Hold
years
on.
now.
Hold on.
But yes,
Hold
Congress will
on.
never declare war.
Hold on. You have to go back to my original question. Do you think Donald Trump will refute the election results
Yes.
and forcibly stay in power?
I think it would be plausible. That's why I said initially.
How? Okay, kids, before he answers, we're going to learn about the Constitution today.
Hold on. Hey, hold on.
Go ahead, Leland.
Damn it.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you can say that we can learn about the Constitution until the cows come home, but our politicians don't give a shit about the Constitution, so, like, they don't really don't give a shit about the Constitution. Like, they only bring the Constitution up when it's convenient towards their party's platform or whatever. Like, they don't, let's put that to bed right now. It's obvious, it's blatant, it's disgusting, but it's not going to be like, well, the Constitution says that we can't do this, so I guess we just won't do it. No, they'll wipe their ass with it and then challenge us, and then
because we
go ahead.
have a political system
That isn't even a word.
that has 3 parts to our government, in which one part has to, 2 parts have to support each other. So that means if Donald Trump wanted to do that and violate the Constitution, he would have to have the full support of the Supreme Court, who would have to rule on it, and he would have to have the full support of both House and Senate.
He doesn't need that.
Yes, he does.
All he needs is the support of a citizenry that will support him and go and stand up and fight with
That's
them.
one of the arguments, actually, about
That's not how it works.
why he wants to fast track
It's
Ruth Bader Ginsburg's replacement.
There's not going to be.
It doesn't
an armed
matter how it
takeover
works
of
on
the
paper.
government. It does.
It doesn't matter
Okay.
how it works on
They
paper.
have a
They don't
lot more
care.
bullets
This is
than
what
us,
happens.
Alex.
This is what happens. First of all, if a president,
Right, I'm wrong. You're right.
if the president refutes or if there's a question about the election of a president, if it's not resolved by January 1st, the presidency automatically, by law, goes to the Speaker of the House to hold until the election results can be finalized or worked out.
Then we're super fucked. Then you're super going to have a civil war.
The 2 presidential candidates cannot take power until they are sworn in. Even if you are the standing president, your term ends midnight, January 1st,
Actually,
2021.
Noon.
Or noon, or
You
whatever
say
the hell
that
it is.
like
It's noon.
we
So,
like they respect the
if-
Constitution. You
if
say
we-
it like they do, but they don't. They just I know
But that's-
what you're saying, and I know that's how it's written and how it's done. But we're dealing with politicians who have not had to be held accountable to that Constitution.
Put the scenario together where that won't
The last
happen.
like 40 years.
No. Put the scenario together where what I just explained won't happen.
Okay, easy. Executive order. I'm still president. Suck it.
That's not how
What are you gonna do? Trump supporter army, stand with me. That's why he didn't say stand
That's-
down. He
that's-
said
that's-
stand back and
Have
stand
fun
by.
having to put a ruling on this, and it has
that's
to go
not
through
how
government.
That's not how executive orders work.
I mean, but it does.
So what you're saying is, so I just want to make sure I understand this.
I know you can
Trump-
come at
no,
us
no,
with your
no,
big
I wanna
brain
make
and
sure-
your
I wanna make
schoolhouse
sure-
rock bullshit, but it's all about how it's
Okay,
been.
so let me get your scenario then. Let me break it down. Trump says this is bullshit. I'm not accepting the election. Proud Boys and everybody stand up. They take over the Capitol by force. People get killed. Other people stand up against them, and we have this huge war, and of course our whole society collapses. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
That
Well,
would
and
be
then-
awesome, by the way.
Yes.
That'd be great.
I'm not saying I'm against that, because I'd sit back and wait till everything was done and go through and pick up all the 9mm ammo off the bottom.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, I'm not going to be in the shooting war with anybody.
Except for a
'cause,
lot
you know,
of the
it's-
Antifa guys are using 7.62 by 39 or 54 hours.
Okay, stop with the.
So
going down rabbit holes.
I have a question.
All right.
For Leland.
Alex, go
If
ahead.
that's the case, in that scenario, where the president has suspended the Constitution, and maybe a coalition of other Republican or right wing politicians stand with him, and ask probably in the upwards about 2-3 million other people to stand and fight with Donald Trump. Would you stand and fight for Donald Trump to be dictator overlord of the United States of America?
I think I would take what Mike does and kind of stand back and wait for.
Oh no! Hold on, mega hat wearing dude in my studio.
Because he's an independent. He's not a straight
I have already
party guy.
stated that I did not vote for Donald Trump the first time. I am not voting for him the second time, and
right, but I'm not.
It came down to a third time.
I'm a true.
But I'm going to
free,
be the type of
independent thinker.
pragmatic person that's going to sit back, let the.
So you'll let other people
basically-
fight for your rights, but you won't fight for your
and
own.
be strategic about it.
So basically, what you're saying is that you will stand proudly and pronounce your fealty until it's time for blood to be shed, and then you're going to go hide in the caverns with the women.
I'm not going to hide in the caverns with the women.
There's not going to be any women's in the caverns. Let's put that to bed real quick right now. That's not going to be the.
That was a game of. Hey, that was a Game of Thrones reference. It went over everybody's head because I'm the only geek in here.
Okay, you're not a geek because you watch Game of Thrones. Okay, all right. Whoa, I'm so. Look at me, I'm such a nerd. I watch Game of Thrones.
Don't get angry because you
watch
didn't get the
Game
joke.
of
Who do we have keyed up for our
I don't
commercial
know,
here?
but Game of Thrones is crap.
I thought it was pretty good.
Well, hold on. No, Leland, I gotta
HBO
Leland. Dead ass question. Like I'm putting you on the spot here. You're gonna wear the Make America Great hat in here.
I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to be on the front lines and get shot first.
Well, you don't know how to shoot, so I mean, you're like, yeah, I won't be on the front lines, but maybe like a support, maybe
Keep
like
up a
like
commercial.
running the potatoes to the pot or something, or
Who we
Just
listening to
kidding,
first?
But to answer your question, Davis, the problem is HBO, if they let a show get to a last season, they always screw it up. Didn't say the F-bomb, so we're still good at 9:37. We're still good.
No,
who do I? Yeah, I said fuck like 5
me.
minutes into this.
No, actually, don't fuck me.
No.
No.
There's yelling again. Take your meds. Slow down.
Yeah, guys, the 57-year-old
shit.
over here, he can't. He gets the.
We don't need to scream. Holy
Damn
cow.
kids, keep it down.
All right, we'll be right back.
Disturbing my nap.
Do you have a commercial?
No, I don't. I'm
Well,
over here
God
fucking
dang,
around.
dude.
What you?
Get on it, producer.
What do you want me to play?
I don't
Why does
know.
it matter?
There's 3 candidates. to
Leland's
choose
over
from.
here
Pick
already
one.
declaring his allegiance to a side that's going to lose.
The first ones to get shot, they're the ones that do the strategies. I go, yeah, why don't you guys go out?
There's 3 candidates. Pick one.
I don't know. I don't like any of them.
I don't like any of them either. But
Well, I like Joe Jorgensen, but I'm not gonna
I
like.
thought you two guys like Joe Jorgensen.
yeah,
No,
we
I
do.
mean, out of the Trump or of Biden, like he doesn't want this to be what's called a echo chamber,
It's
which I
not
agree
an echo
with.
chamber. That's why we're going to play all 3 so people can get exposed to
Don't you
all
have like
3.
the Green Party candidate? You just stick on 2?
Yeah, I guess I can look up what the guy's name. Green Party.
Or the Constitutional Party candidate?
Well, I don't think the
thought he dropped out.
Reform Party and Green Party. I've looked for commercials. They don't have enough money to
I
get.
think they dropped out.
That's sad.
No, they're on the ballots.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Well, then just play a Ross Perot.
Nobody
commercial and
drops
call it a
out.
day.
There's
You know
like
he's dead.
11
You know he's-
people running for president of the
We
United
play a
States.
Kanye commercial.
Ooh, yes. Hey, Kanye commercial.
I mean, that would be cool if we
Dude,
could
I don't
get if we could get all 11 candidates to have commercials.
Oh, you know Kanye has one somewhere.
Yee. That's his,
Yeah.
that's
Find
his Twitter
Kanye?
handle, Yee. Don't ask me why.
Okay, but to put this to rest, we're having fun here with Leland and stuff, but our Constitution, there are
Got fucked.
the politicians do bend and stretch it and
Shit on it.
But
And only
when
say
it comes to
that it's about our democracy
agenda-
when it's about.
God damn, can I finish one sentence?
Nope.
When it comes to presidential stuff like that, it will go to the Speaker of the House until a winner is found, and whoever the winner is, that's who's going to be president.
Because we live in a society.
Because we live in a constitutional republic
We live
that's
in a
been so
society.
constitutional republic
God help
for
us if it's a President Pelosi.
so long.
You know, the Democrats hate Pelosi too. They might elect someone else to be Speaker if they
All right.
retain the
Well-
House.
We'll be right back. I'm Mike Allen. You're watching the Radio Man Cave, and you're on the air.
To defund its police department by 50%. even including a proposal to remove 911 dispatchers from police control.
Joe Biden said he's absolutely on board with defunding the police. Listen closely.
Yes, absolutely.
Hello, you've reached 911. I'm sorry that there is no one here to answer your emergency call, but leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Crime will rise significantly. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Peter Emerson, how do you think that's going to go down with voters?
All right. Well, that was Donald J. Trump reminding you that I know you're still muted because I'm fucking talking. There's the F-bomb. There's Donald J. Trump and his commercial espousing that if you don't vote for him, your grandma is going to get shot and killed. So, you know, welcome to vote. Welcome to America. Yeah, now you're unmuted. Now you can talk.
Well, I stole the
Holy
mic, so now
shit.
it's my turn. So, you shut up. Now it's mine and Alex's turn because we're about to have political dissenter power hour. We were promised
Go ahead.
number one and another one. Trump's gonna win. Number two, Biden's gonna be like super not cash money with this, and he's gonna be like, "We need to get Trumpler out." Blah 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 blah.
He's gonna say, "Here's the deal, Jack."
Here's the deal. I don't like him.
All right, this is exactly what he's going to say.
He's a dog-faced pony soldier.
No,
and
This is exactly what he's going to say. He's going to say, "Now you know, you gotta box, and you know how it goes, because you know when the hair on my legs stands up, then the Trump is bad."
Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. Regardless, what's going to really happen is our Constitution will have been used as toilet paper, as it normally has, even though this was an election. Or, okay, that's option one. Option two is Biden wins. Trump's like, "I don't like any of this. This is retarded." Then you're going to have like all the manganese, as I'm going to start calling them from now on.
Manganese?
The manganese are going to decide to declare war against Gavin Newsom and whatever, Jerry Brown and Nancy Pelosi and the rest of the Democrats. And you're going to have a whole bunch of really crappy people in lifted Ford trucks. They're going to drive to the White House.
That they all have
Super, yes.
with huge Trump flags on the back.
Yeah,
of
and they're
them.
going to...
They'll make a few stops at AutoZones on the way there.
Yeah, they're gonna roll. They're like, we got to make sure we get more diesel exhaust fluid.
Damn, man, my alternator went out again.
Yeah,
I don't understand that.
Yeah, whatever. So they're gonna have their lifted, brodozers, and they're gonna go and overthrow Congress, which I'm 100% about. Then you're gonna have like the moderate dudes are gonna be like, fuck this. I'm like. You're going to have Rand Paul's like, "I'm going back to Kentucky and hanging out with like the Mennonites and shit because this is retarded." And that's what's going to happen. And then you're going to have a civil war. So it's either you're going to have
a civil war that
you're gonna have
that is contained inside Washington D.C.
You're gonna it's either
as the rest of the country is like.
I mean, that's pretty much. There'll be skirmishes across the country for sure.
Yeah, but you're gonna have
at federal locations.
Yeah,
you guys really believe this is going to happen?
I'm sorry. Did you not see what happened the last 150 years of this country and the world? And just like people are like, "Yeah, that's not going to happen."
Yeah,
and then some
it
asshole
does.
gets shot by some other asshole and plunges it into a gigantic world war where millions of people died just because one asshole got shot. Crazier things have happened.
Yeah. With that being said, I mean, Archduke Franz Ferdinand's death was really cool because it did directly attribute to anime being created. So that was pretty all right. All those dudes dying in France, Germany during World War I and World War II was worth it.
That was tragic, but that was
God, dude.
That was tragic. But we have a whole channel on freaking Hulu now.
Yeah. I mean,
how many History Channels and how many Call of Duties were created by that?
I mean, that's not what we're talking about, though. So you're gonna have the Joe Bidets, as I'm calling Joe Biden's forces,
Joe Bidets,
Joe Bidets, and the Manganese.
Manganese?
So yeah, those are gonna be the names of your belligerents.
You're not calling them maggots?
No, because they need the.
Out of respect to present company, I will not refer to them as maggots at this point.
Because flies are cool. How dare you insult flies like that? fly around and touch shit.
The wild card? What would the
Well, this guy won't be flying.
Yeah, he's not gonna be with the Maganese. He's gonna.
Oh man, it's bad, dude. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
the Maganese and the Joe Bidets
there's no government,
are gonna be the officials.
That was bad.
That's how it's gonna start. So those are your two belligerents there. So what's gonna happen for the cool people like me and this guy, because we're political dissenters? I mean, you have like opinions and stuff, like whatever. We're gonna
I'm
be
an
super
objectivist.
cool. We're gonna be hanging out in our like booze and cocaine cave, hanging out with the other libertarians, like hanging out, just chilling.
We're gonna
watching
post up in the
societal-
hill country, watch some sunsets, watch
Yeah.
some sunrises.
Eating corn.
Post in the Discord.
Yeah.
Shit posting,
Be like-
keeping the internet up just so we could troll the other
Yeah,
factions that
be
are
like,
fighting
yeah.
for some reason.
Be like, yeah.
Like, why don't you
they-
guys just mind your own fucking business and go about your day? Let's quit infringing on people. Also, don't come to the hill country, or the hills will sing with the screams of our
Yeah.
laughter or something.
We're gonna,
I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna bring back moonshining. Because like I'm not gonna be during the Civil War sober. Like, yeah.
Well, here's
Like,
the-
I'm
well,
gonna hang out and be like, we're gonna make money like the Kennedys did.
Well, and here's
Yeah,
and here's
we're playing the long game
and
here.
here's the other interesting point. You guys, I know, are building up your precious metal investments. So if there is a tactical nuke that goes off, you're going to be protected from radiation from all the lead that's surrounding y'all's bunker. So there you go.
I mean, you're not. Here's the thing: like nobody's gonna be like nuking America.
Nobody's gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody did do that, that'd be crazy as shit.
Yeah, because I mean, it would be like the.
I mean, China would have to launch an ICBM into the atmosphere to launch. Yeah, but they're not going to waste that on the hill country, and they're not going to waste that on Austin.
My show now looks exactly like our government looks like.
What?
So
the show has evolved into what our government looks like.
Yeah.
Not at all.
With us being the Pauls,
We are way cooler.
Yeah.
We're not.
So you got
And poorer.
You got the executive, then you got the House here, then you got the Senate, then you got the lobbyists. You got the lobbyists over here.
Wait.
Yeah.
This
Who's the
guy's
lobbyist?
Senate because he filibusters. You're
That's
the
the
House.
lobbyist?
Yeah.
No.
He's not a lobbyist.
No.
He's wearing a
Are you
hat.
the Supreme Court, or are you or should I be the executive branch?
No,
we
you're-
don't- we
You're
don't
like
have
the
any
Department of
Supreme Court.
Energy because of how loud you are. My ears are ringing. I don't like alphabet.
That's what you get for not
I
bringing
don't have
headphones,
Rick
man.
Perry's hair,
No, that
so
would've
there
been
you go.
worse.
Well, I gotta be still the energy secretary.
Yeah, so
Oh
that's
my
how it's
God.
gonna go. And
Yeah, they told
see,
Rick Perry that he was in charge of the nukes, and he was like, "Man, fuck that."
he's like, I don't want to. He's like, I could barely say nuclear as is.
That's bullshit.
He's like,
I went to A&M for agriculture, man. I don't even know
not
fucking-
this
I went to
fucking
A&M.
not this nuclear bullshit. Being a governor is easy.
I thought that was the DOD's job, man. What the hell you telling me I'm in
I
charge
don't
of the
want to have to
nukes?
deal with this crap.
Shit.
And no, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna.
I was just
have
trying to
the
get enough
Joe
money for my
Bidets.
ranch next to the bushes.
Meanwhile,
Man,
Elon
shit.
Musk is going,
Yeah.
Can we build the Starship faster so I can get my ass to Mars?
The Joe Bidets or the Maganese. That's gonna be your main belligerents. You're gonna have some intermixed in fighting with your Antifas,
Antifas and Black Bloc
Proud
and
Boys,
So what side is Antifa going to be on?
Well,
they're going to be on their own revolutionary communist
they're
front.
on their own. Yeah, they're gonna probably call themselves the Communist
It's
Unified.
it's going to be a
Nationalist.
balkanization, man. It's going to
Yeah.
be what
They're
it's going to be.
Bernie Sanders in charge.
Yeah, but
Because
hold on.
technically they're not a group; they're just an idea.
Yeah, but they're gonna make their own group that's gonna be the Communist Unified National Tribe.
Something
That
like
loves
that.
their Mosin nuggets.
Well,
I mean, it's-
so if you take those four words and put them together, they're gonna be the CUNT of the U.S. Is basically
That's brilliant.
that's what's gonna happen, and then you're gonna
Mad
have,
Mike, everybody.
Then you're gonna
Mad
have
Mike.
the direct independence constitutional killers, which are gonna have to fight
Hold on, say
the
that again.
CUNT.
No, it's
The direct independence constitutional killers, which will have to fight against the communist.
No, not the killers. The constitutional coalition.
coalition,
and that
but with like a K.
yeah, but with a K, with
Yeah.
two Ks.
And they will have to go and fight against the CUNT.
The CUNTs.
Well, then you have
Yeah.
the American Society of
No, you're too slow, man. Too slow.
no,
Too
no,
slow.
no. See, And it's a
So-
lot easier to just name it something like, you know, the brothers holding on, like.
The Brothers United Tank.
Yeah, like
Tank
the stoner
Fort.
faction, also known as just the bee
butts.
hole. The bee hole. The bee hole.
I was going for butts, but I
bee hole's way better. That's what's gonna happen. Those are gonna be your
one of our
factions.
listeners says she votes for you, Mike.
Intelligence is terrible.
She votes for you.
She's smart. I don't know who that is, but you're smart.
Yeah.
Ask me what's up later.
No, it's crazy. I can send you some videos on this. There's a series. It's going to be like what would go down in the Civil War and the Balkanization, and it pretty much just compares like the Balkanization
Yugoslavia to the
Yugoslavia and like in the beginning of the 20th century and at the end of the 20th century, and it's like, oh shit, like that's I think. All right, I have.
You believe that's going to happen here?
I mean, I never thought that we would be in a pandemic like this. I mean, nothing's off the table, man.
Did anybody think anime would come to exist? The answer is no.
And then Truman was like, "I like cartoons," and then
Yeah. You know what happened?
And I can't wait till there's a cartoon about a white lion and a speed racer.
Some Austro-Hungarian, Archduke was chilling, and then he got served. You just got served. And then look what happened.
yeah, man. I mean, like every revolution that has happened is like, or even every. I mean, you never thought the world wars would happen.
Yeah, and literally communism started
that's
because
you never
of-
thought.
you got yeeted in Serbia.
You never thought that
I
there
don't
would
think
be an
it's gonna
iron
happen.
curtain there, and you never thought.
Well,
It all started.
All of a sudden, it's just
I don't
like you
think
wake
it's gonna
up and it's like that, and it's like, oh shit! Like, how do we stop this? And you can't because nobody wants it to stop. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to be right.
Well, here's the interesting point: is that have we ever had
Well, we're
this
gonna do
long
this.
of a gun shortage and an
I'm
ammo
gonna get into
shortage?
this here in a minute.
Well, mainly the reason why that is because the last time we had an ammo shortage like this, manufacturers brought on a bunch of people and paid for a bunch of equipment to keep up with the demand.
That was what Sandy Hook, correct?
Yeah, that was when. That was
2012, 2013.
Obama, yeah.
That was during the election. So they're not making that same mistake this time around. The only difference is that when you see the only thing I would say that is different and would be kind of like mixes it up a little bit is the fact of how many guns have been bought in the last 4 months. How many new gun owners there are, and you see. I mean, we were just
1.7
watching that video of the NFAC, and they said that they have like upwards to 50,000 people. That's 50,000 people, upwards of 50,000 people buying guns and ammo and all that.
When I went to get my fingerprints, every place was booked out through November. I
Yeah,
had to drive
I mean-
down to. I had to
For
drive
the
down to
handgun
New
license
Braunfels.
and stuff.
Everybody, it's kind of like this kind of nobody wants to say that this is coming,
Wasn't
but
there one
when
point-
you have these many like new militia groups and there's all these clashing and everything like that, like eventually people are just not going to give a shit and they're going to go for it.
Wasn't there 1.7 million guns purchased in Texas, fresh guns from a gun store, last month alone, according to the NICS
I don't
background
know.
checks?
I honestly,
In
since things have
Texas
gotten worse,
alone.
I have stopped watching the news and just keeping up with everything, and then I just buy my ammo when I can buy my ammo and
Yeah.
hang out when I can hang out.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I mean, ammo shortages are weird because, like, right now, like, it's directly attributed to, like, okay, we're able to ramp up production, but the problem is production can only go so high, and the other one is you just have a lot of people over here that are first-time gun owners who are just like, well, I need to hoard a whole bunch of ammo. Then you have people that have been hoarding ammo who just hoard more ammo. You know, the issue is just like there's a high demand. This happens all the time when the people are like, oh, it's the ammo companies aren't making ammo. Like, well, no, you're stupid. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't see reloading gear also out of stock. But it is. So it's literally just a demand deal. And, you know, and this is another message for people who are gougers. You're a piece of shit, and I hope you feel bad. Because you're a piece of shit. Glocks aren't worth $1,000.
Yeah.
What?
No, they're not.
Yeah. Wait. What? Glocks?
All right, we're going to take a break.
Grand.
We're going to take a break here. When we come back, we're going to move on from this riveting discussion. We've had a good discussion. And get into football. Who's up next, Alex? Who are we going to learn about to vote for?
Oh, I don't know. I was trying to get.
Here's the thing, though. While he's over there getting that together, make sure you go register and make sure you go vote. Doesn't matter who you vote for. You vote for whoever you think is going to do the job. But
And you're
make
gonna get-
sure you go vote.
Are you going to still give rides to people to vote? Or
If you need a ride, I'm easily found on Facebook. Let me know. I'll come get you. We'll take you down to the polls, get you registered, whatever you need to happen. Early voting starts this week. Actually, people are already voting, so there's no excuse. Don't wait till the last day to do it. Go register and go vote.
Did you just say you're going to go down on a poll?
No, I didn't say anything about that, but thanks, Mike.
You sure?
Asshole. All right, go ahead. We'll be right back.
Sure.
I'm Mike Allen. This is the Radio Man Cave, and you're on the air.
Decide whether we save the American dream.
I gotta eat because my mom just told me.
We must never allow mob rule.
17-year-old being held on suspicion of first-degree intentional
Free
homicide.
reign to violent anarchists, criminals.
The El Paso shooting was the deadliest attack at the hands of a white supremacist in the U.S. in 50 years.
We must always have law and order.
Tear gas was used to remove peaceful protesters from Lafayette Park.
A St. Louis couple brandishing firearms against
It could be somebody
protesters.
else.
The greatest economy in history.
The U.S. lost more than 20 million jobs just in the month of April, making it the worst jobs report on record.
We will crush the virus.
Total cases in the U.S. now top 5.8 million. The virus has killed more than 179,000.
No one will be safe in Biden's America.
No. All right, we are back, and it's time to find out how we did with. I got beat again, man.
All right. So
I got beat.
Which one do you want me to go over first?
Fantasy.
All right. I'm going to have to pull mine up so I can gloat about the micropenis.
God, I got beat 185 to 61, and I'm 0 and 3.
That's embarrassing.
0 and 3.
All right, so we're going to go here. I'm going to go to the official scoreboard for... And on top of that, not only am I going to do that, I'm also going to make sure... Because Chuck will hear this.
I hope Chuck's listening, man. You bailed on us.
So, conclusion of week 4. The Micropenises, 147.1 to the Round Rock Scullies, which is Nikki's team.
Nikki, that's why he
Which
bailed
is
on us.
81.8. Projected 87.2. I got that in the bag. El Chucko over at 113.02.
Oh, wow, that's close.
Gets a Wilco
Tropicals.
114.7.
Yeah, that's close.
But Chuck is still going to come ahead.
He's got 2 in play still. Yeah.
Then you have Leland, who got massacred. 119.48 to the Cedar Park Make It Happen. To, I don't know who J Dubba is, but that's awesome.
Well, the Dallas defense -9. Now, my Dallas was on the bench. But because, was it the Steelers? They had to postpone the game this week. I had to put Dallas on the bench.
Cope Harder.
Yeah, -9 there, so that would have been 128. And then
I mean, that sounds like a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas, and not absolutes. Then we have Okie, the Wynnewood Tiger Kings, 119-42, who beat, Dan. Even though Dan doesn't even like it, does he still have all kickers? Because I mean, there's a high possibility that's Dan. Dan doesn't care. Patty, who was talking all that shit to begin at the very beginning of the season, only to be just terrible.
Man, I wish I could beat him.
93.14 getting beat by Coach K, 123-6 or 123.6. And my personal favorite, I'm a lying around at 61.6 points, getting devastated, ravaged, annihilated.
Who, me?
What do you call that? Dude, that was
horrible.
Bad. You got 3 times your score.
Well,
which-
let's see. Thompson, who got 43 points last week, got 0 yards this week. That put up a big 0. Baker Mayfield got 15 points this week, got over 40 points last week, but I had Brady on the bench who got 32 points. And then I got no bench.
Yeah. I mean...
And my Baltimore defense messed up.
Busted? Yeah.
Busted out. And I had Philly on the bench because I thought I thought San Francisco would do a little bit better.
They did not.
And they did not. So, I mean, that's why I hate this.
Here's my grievances for the league. And Chuck, I need you to hear me out. The fact that me and Oki are in the same division and are tied right now and are going to have to be the teams to beat, the fact that you should rotate one of us to a different division.
I don't think you can after the season starts.
Well, it needs to happen because here's the problem. Basically, whoever wins out of the two of us whenever we play for the playoffs in our division is going to win. Okay?
It doesn't necessarily mean it. A lot. We're only in week 4, man. We got a long way to go. You guys could fall off near the end of the season and not even be in the mix.
Or, I mean, we probably will.
So, I mean, you can't.
We could speculate numbers, but the data does not lie. Okay? And that is a nerd quote from this kid we went to high school with. The data does not lie. And fantasy football is basically a statistics game. So if you like math and nerdy shit, you're good at this. And like for me, it's math. So I hate it, but I know how it works. And I'm able to do it.
Basically don't do what the statistics suggest.
And then what you do is you replace the players with players that do what the statistics suggest. It's a rolling statistics equation.
If I was to do that, then I would never put Dak Prescott on. Dak Prescott, in spite of playing for the Cowboys, still has decent points.
Yeah, because he's projected to.
No, he wasn't.
So
he was projected to get half of what he got in all the games this season.
Okay. So
Dak Prescott was projected to get 18, 19 points. He's getting close to 40. What did I say to you? She's getting double what he's projected.
Okay. So
this game, for example, 37.28. That's what Dak got.
So me and Daniel are the only two that don't have any wins.
Yeah. So the undefeated teams up here in the undefeated circle, which feel very high and mighty, feel that it's unfair that we're stuck in the same division. Because I feel if this trend continues, which there's a very good possibility it will, that we'll just, I think, we should just,
I don't think you can do that mid-season.
Well, that's why I was like, Chuck, figure it out. You're the commish.
I don't think you
You're
can,
the
though.
czar. I mean, if not, can we
this is only week 4.
Yeah. And like in week 4,000, when it's still the same standings, basically.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We will. And I feel that this is upsetting. See, this would not happen in fantasy curling. Okay? Because that's not the way that league works.
Yeah, fantasy curling is going to be awesome, by the way.
Oh, dude, that's going to be so dope. But, like, yeah, I'm just like, this is, I'm concerned about it. So that's why I wanted to voice my opinion and be like, Chuck, can you look into this? Because,
yeah.
Good chance it's going to happen. I mean, I could just tell Chuck, too. But
yeah, you could just message him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
you could make the effort.
Yeah, that's not.
All right,
fun.
So far our fantasy league, I am dead last with Daniel Brown, who's MIA.
Well, me and Oki are number 1 in the hood, and I would say Alex too because he's part of my team. He helped manage us.
Yeah, he helps manage.
I've had to consult him.
He doesn't even join the conversation about this, man.
He's busy. He's
that sounds about right
now.
Yeah, he's Purdueing now.
Yeah, right now it's I run the social aspect of it and make some of the choices, but I consult Alex because we typically have decided who plays because who has a cooler last name. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, basically. We're like, numbers?
Make it so.
Numbers are usually pretty close because what I do is I just pick people based on I think they're probably going to play like this, not which team they pay for, because I've had guys who play for terrible teams.
Well, see, I do that too, but I always pick wrong.
I don't have a bench.
The data does not lie.
PJ Walker's.
Yeah, until it lies.
But then it's not data because data doesn't lie.
Until it lies.
Okay, you've seen Star Trek. You're a Trekkie. Has data ever lied?
That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, you got me there.
Well, all the polls for the election.
You got
That's
me
it.
there.
Not to go back on that subject.
Yeah, but that's like, well, that's not politics.
That's not.
Football is not
That's
politics.
not true data. That's not true data.
Yeah,
Dak
that is
Prescott
artificial
is doing
data.
a hell of a lot better than he's predicted to play. And that's in spite of playing for the Dallas Cowboys. So if he played for a decent
But the
team,
Cowboys
he would
aren't a-
probably have a 60.
But the Cowboys are a decent team this season. So,
No, they're not. They're 1-3. What are we talking about here? They got this demolished by the Browns.
dude, more than like half the league is 1-3 right now.
Wait, hold on. Can we circle back real quick? A team that my dad roots for won.
No,
they didn't.
Lions lost. They had a 20-point lead, and they.
No, but you go for the Cleveland Browns too, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
Well, I like Baker Mayfield. Yeah, they beat Dallas.
Nice.
He's the one that's saying that
Hey, good for you, man. Sometimes it's good to win one.
It's good to win one.
That
once
was
in a
actually
while.
the first time the
And
Browns.
I was wearing my Lions shirt when they
that
won.
was the first time the Browns have beat Dallas since like 1994.
No. Yeah. No,
1994.
2009, I thought.
No, 1994
Oh,
is when
that's
it
right.
Yeah.
Both Texas teams do piss poor. The Texans went 0-4 and they fired their GM and head coach, same guy.
Well, yeah.
Why'd they
because
do
they're
that?
Terrible.
Because they're 0-4.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like.
I mean, that's not that bad. I mean, how many games are there?
Like a lot.
If you want to go back to data and statistics, if there's actually any validity to that, Going was 0-2 and 0-3 year.
Would you let him talk into a mic?
Yeah.
If you want to go the whole statistics route of things, the whole data route of things, the odds of making the playoffs going was at 0-3, let alone 0-4. I think even 0-2, it's pretty damn bad.
You don't have to turn mine off.
I wasn't turning anything off.
I'm on. Okay, there.
There you go.
The only team ever to start out 0-4
Just over here, play with my knob,
go
man.
to the Super Bowl after getting into the playoff, the first team to do it, and then go as a wild card to play all their away games in the playoffs was the 1983 Raiders.
How are the Raiders doing this year, by the way?
2-1.
Not bad. Not bad.
2-1.
How is the Washington football team doing this year?
I think they are 0-4.
No, I thought they won a game.
They're
You're thinking Atlanta. Which
They are 0-4. Dallas is 1-3.
barely 1-3, I might add. Texans are
Phillies are 1-3, and no, the Phillies are 2-1-1. No, 1-2-1, and they're
Who's the tie
in front
against?
of the whoever they played last week, week before.
Tonight's games, the KC Patriots games. Who won that one? It's KC.
Don't know. I don't know. We're going to get into that here in a minute. All right, how do our picks go? Oh,
he's working on it.
Are we up for another commercial before we get into our picks?
No.
Yeah, let's do that while he figures it out. Alex,
All
you got another commercial rung up there?
Yeah. Just a second ago when you were giving me shit for not being involved, I was working on that. So
26-10.
Nice.
All right, we'll be back with our football picks. If you'd like to get your picks in, make sure you put them in the comments. I'm Mike Allen. This is the Radio Man Cave, and you are on the air.
Here's to the crazy ones. I'm Joe Jorgensen, and I approve this message.
They got the best commercials.
Man, Joe Jorgensen is so cool.
They got the best commercials, man.
So back to sports.
Back to Esporte.
All right, so I'm going to ask you guys. No cheating. Who do you think got the best picks again?
I know I didn't. I think I hit 500 though because Cleveland won and I picked them.
Yeah.
It was either you or one of the guys that chimes in from
And we
the comment section.
and the Steelers dropped out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to answer your question, it was me and Randy as usual.
Oh, Kansas City's whooping the shit out of New
Yeah.
England 26-10.
Yep. So
Patrick Mahomes 236 yards.
you got
Holy
3 picks
shit.
correct.
I did?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Leland, you got -3 picks correct. Yep. Because I said so. I got 4.
They
got
won 26-10.
Randy got 4, and Okie got 3. Okie's usually pretty solid with his picks too.
Well, I had a heart for the Lions this go around, so not anymore.
Well, I pick him every time because, that's what I do.
Yeah, no, man, you.
So how'd Randy Fry do?
Randy? He got 4.
He got 4. Good
Yeah,
job, Randy.
Yeah, me and Randy
All
are
right.
on fire. With their picks.
So, going into this week, let's see. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh.
All right, hold on, give me a second.
Are they going to actually play?
Oh, that's true. Pittsburgh's out, huh?
Yeah, so I mean we should probably.
Okay, we'll give Pittsburgh. We'll substitute that game. Sorry, Chuck. That you're not even watching the. Andy.
Yeah, me and Randy
All
are.
right.
Oh, sorry about that. Gotta turn that autoplay off.
Let's see.
Hold on, I'm making the grid here.
Let's go ahead and do the Thursday night game. Tampa Bay at Chicago.
Leland, Randy.
Let's go.
Okie. And then me.
Tampa Bay is 3-1 this season.
That's
and the Bears.
okay.
3-1. That's gonna be I think I'm gonna go with the home field advantage and
Hold on.
Who are we even talking about?
Tampa Bay, Chicago.
Tampa Bay, Chicago will be our Pittsburgh filler game.
So we have TB.
Tom Brady against Nick Foles. That ought to be pretty good. It's in Chicago.
I'm gonna go with the Bears.
I think I'm going to go with Tom Brady.
So
Tampa Bay, Randy Fry says
Yeah,
Tampa
Davis, that
Bay.
sounds good.
yeah, so Bears.
We'll go with the Bears.
You said TB.
Hold on, you got to check with your boy.
He said it was good.
Said it was good.
We mind linked.
That'll
Here.
play.
Yeah.
That'll play.
We have, as political dissenters, we have gone.
We have achieved mind link.
Yeah,
You ever see Dune when they can talk and shit with their mind?
Yeah, we've achieved singularity.
Hey, you got to read that book before the movie comes out.
I
dude.
watched the movie yesterday.
Did you? Is it
Not
good?
the new one. The
old
old
one.
Yeah,
the old one was badass.
We've achieved singularity because we're awesome.
I don't know why they remade that
shit.
movie. The old one was
And,
badass.
I don't know, dude. The new one does look pretty legit.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, before you get the new one, order the book on Amazon. You get it for like $3.
I think I've read
novel.
it. I'm pretty positive
Dune?
I've read it. Yeah,
Have
you
read
had it.
Yeah, I had a copy somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
God, the book is awesome. All right, so we got that one. So let's see here.
So who'd you pick in this? So Leland, who'd you pick?
Bears.
Okay.
I had Tampa Bay.
Okay.
And
then
Randy Fry
and
is
Okie.
Tampa Bay.
Okay, and then Okie.
Okie, is he boat boy?
I don't know. Do I look like I know?
I don't know.
Do I look like I know things to you? The answer is no, unless it's about mind linking and being a political dissident.
Whose other team do we have here?
Oh, the Seahawks, duh.
Squawk.
I think let's see, Seahawks. Where you at?
Yeah, because my Seahawks are doing phenomenal again this season because they're good.
It's a
They're
late
just
game
good.
on Sunday. Minnesota at Seattle.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Seattle on
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
a Seahawks easy one. Alex, what do you think? Oh,
Sounds
we already
good, my
know.
dude.
Yeah. See, we already. That was.
Oh, did
just
you guys
a-
hear that one? Sorry, sometimes I have to make sure.
Yeah, we're just
I don't
doing
say
this so
things
you
out
guys
loud.
can.
There's a
actually hear
switch.
this.
You know, I have to go in there.
All right, so now I have a challenging game.
So who'd you pick, Mike Allen?
I got the Seahawks.
Okay,
I'll
and
go ahead and
then
ride
Eli?
that boat just because I don't like Minnesota.
Yeah, because they're stupid. What kind of state
Let's
has
go
soda?
with Denver. No, I'm sorry. The 0-4 New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I am going to take the Giants.
Los pinches Cowboys, puro pinche Cowboys.
Randy Fry, Seattle.
Let's see. Randy's smart. Los pinches Cowboys.
Cowboys for their last win of the year. It's gonna be barely.
They're gonna win more. Yeah, they're your team, man. You can't be doing that. So who'd you pick? Cowboys or the other ones? You picked
I picked the Giants.
You picked Los Gigantos.
The Gigantos.
Yes.
The Gigantors.
The Gigantors. Who did Randy pick?
Randy picked Seattle.
Oh, well.
He hasn't picked yet.
Smart. What's the next one? Saints.
Let's go.
The Saints.
Gotta do the Saints. I think they have a bye week. Nope. Monday night. Los Angeles Chargers at New Orleans Saints.
The Largers.
Randy Fry, Cowboys.
That's what's up, Randy. Los pinche Cowboys. All right, so I already know. Consummate V's. I wouldn't know Majesty if it came up and beat him in the face. Oh, yeah. This is the best game I ever played.
I think the Saints. Because the Chargers are that bad. It's my personal pick.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Saints on that one, too.
So the S is for sucks.
Detroit has a bye week, which means they won't lose.
Yeah. You can celebrate that win any day
I
of the
can
week.
celebrate the fact that they won't lose.
That is a win in my
Shit.
book. I
Unfreaking
feel your
believable.
pain, sort of, because when my Seahawks sucked, I still liked them, but then they didn't suck. So
Yeah.
Because they got Pete Carroll.
How many games is that?
that's cuatro, so we need dos más.
We need one more.
two more. We've done 6.
We've done 6. Let's go
Yeah.
with Las Vegas versus Kansas City.
So the Vegetas and then versus the Kisk.
It's in Kansas City. Randy Fry Saints.
KC.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you? Who'd you pick?
Between who?
Vegas and KC.
Oh, Vegas, KC.
Oh my God.
Oh, well, because I was going back and forth over here.
Well,
Patty, I believe I'm with you, Patty. Man, I'd go with Tom Brady.
Then
Hard to bet against him, and they're hitting their stride, man. He threw 2 picks, and they still beat the crap out of the team they're playing.
And then Randy, he'll let us know.
Yeah, he'll let us know.
And
Saints,
The last game we should pick the Bills and somebody.
Buffalo and Tennessee. That might be a good game.
Yeah, 'cause
Buffalo's on a roll. It's in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Buffalo, Tennessee. Kansas City, Randy Fry.
Okay, this is kind of weird because literally everybody's picking the same shit. So this isn't.
Except for me.
Barely.
Which means I'm going to get them all right.
Probably
I'm going to
not.
go undefeated.
Because the Lions are playing this week?
Because I predict that the Lions will not lose.
Yeah. What if they're like, oh yeah, 5 players got COVID? Then that would be considered a loss.
Whatever.
Okay, we're gonna put that. Will the Lions get COVID?
COVID, yeah. Well, they test positive.
Play their bench, that might be an improvement.
So we're gonna
Oh,
add
my
that.
God. Go
So
add
we're
that.
gonna have
Add
one
that little
extra-
curl in there.
Actually, the best
Yeah.
thing that could happen to the Lions if the owners got COVID.
No.
Because
Why do you wish death on people, man?
death on people.
That's literally just wish death on
I just
somebody.
wish that they would sell the team
Yeah.
to somebody that cares and would like to build a franchise that wins a Super Bowl or two before I die.
Quarantining for a few weeks, which means they won't be micromanaging the team like Jerry Jones.
Micromanaging.
Actually, that might be the best thing for the Cowboys too. Jerry Jones would sit home for a few weeks.
All right, so the Bills. Who are you picking?
I like Buffalo, man.
So the Bills.
I like Buffalo.
Me too.
Randy
I
Fry
love
likes
wings.
Buffalo too.
See, because Randy's smart.
Ranch.
Yeah.
Buffalo
Yeah.
hasn't been as good since OJ played, right?
No. Did you like sleep through the 80s
Dude, yeah.
or the 90s?
And Buffalo was a powerhouse.
The Four Falls of Buffalo?
Yeah.
No, that's right. They made the Super Bowl, what, 4 times?
4 straight
And
times.
they lost. The Cowboys, a few of them too, didn't they?
I mean, the worst part about, this is my complaint with the Broncos haven't been great since OJ also had one. That's another thing. There's a lot of stuff that since OJ's gone.
2020 was pretty wild. I was kind of expecting that Ford would have put OJ in one of their new Ford Broncos.
Yeah, it is
that would
a
have been
huge
that would have been
missed
a
opportunity
that would
to
have been marketing
have
genius.
the OJ edition, which comes with like gloves in the glove box.
That I think Corona beer really missed an opportunity.
Ill-fitting gloves would have been hilarious. They ask you like, what size do you wear, and you're like large, so they give you mediums. They say small.
Police chase.
Yeah, if they're small, they're extra small.
And Al Collins becomes your personal driver on the 404.
And they have like a little like picture of like Johnny Cochran. Would have been just missed opportunity. Ford. Get at me for your idea, guy, because I'm a Ford person because I'm cool. But like, I could turn Ford around. I can make that company so good. I would make Ford great again by really cool advertising and making stuff easy to work on, because they
look
don't.
At the Davis Mobile. It's a Ford, built Ford Tough. It's survived Davis driving for how many years?
No, mucho. I mean, since its existence, it's
I can't-
actually been
I
driven by
person-
only Davises.
I personally cannot say anything bad about Davis's truck, since there was a period when it was the only working vehicle in this household.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you have a bunch of Mopars in this household. That's I can empathize with
I-
that.
Leland, do you pick the Bills?
Randy picked Buffalo.
Okay.
I picked the Bills.
All right. Well, that's you know what? It's time to go burn some wood in the
Okay.
fire pit.
No, we have one more.
One more. What?
Will the Lions get COVID? This is just a kicker.
I would say yes.
Okay. Me too. Because I was like, that sounds
So
like
we will
something
be
that could happen.
watching for any reports of the Lions getting COVID from today to the show after the next.
Did you say yes, Leland?
to next Monday?
Okay.
All right. Well, this has been fun. Thanks, everybody that's come along to join us on this show. We enjoy doing the show.
The official seal has been put on.
The official seal has been put on.
What does the official seal
It's been
say?
marked. Let's go ahead and close this thing down. I'm ready to go.
Yes. The penis seal.
Thank you to Mad Mike, the Pew Pew Master, and Leland Freeman for joining us tonight. Thank you, Alex, for again driving the ship. You've done a fantastic job.
I'm doing a shit job, but thanks.
To everybody that joined in and watched, I hope you had a good time. If you didn't, well, then don't come back, because we don't care. We're still doing this because we like it and we're having fun. Make sure you register to vote. We'll see you next Monday night. Thank you for stopping by. I'm Mike Allen. This has been the Radio Man Cave, and you have been on the air. We'll see you next week.
Great job, team. Head back to base for debriefing and cocktails.